We gonna make it shake in the no wake zone.
Well, I had to send you that when I was at the damn fucking yacht club over there in Mexico.
I'm gonna take you to the yacht club, girl.
I was like, yeah, I definitely gotta fucking send you that. I played that shit for her, and she was like, "What the fuck is
this?" You got that?
Yeah.
You got the yacht club?
I got him.
Hell nah. For real?
Yeah.
Where? In an email somewhere? In
No,
the fucking archives?
Yes, I got it in the archives. I do.
Shit, son.
Well, you know I got the oldies, boy, and the goodies. I wish I had fucking more of the recordings from back in the day.
I wish I had, like, if I had, like, one wish, if I had one wish, it'd be to have, like, everything I ever recorded.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, I got a lot of shit, but...
Well, you got a catalog.
I got a catalog, dog.
Yeah.
But...
You know I know that.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Like, when I started the fucking podcast, I was like, I gotta have my dog on, because this motherfucker is like... Yeah, you be sending me... like clips of my verses that I don't even fucking remember. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, how the fuck? Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Right. You know I got the catalog. You know I got
Hell
all.
Yeah,
you know I got them all.
Dude.
I even got all the OG CDs. Shit, I kept it all. But you know me, I was out there slanging them.
Yeah. Who was it? It was Schizo. Schizo was like, shit, I was trying. Was it Schizo? I think somebody was like, yo, I was trying to get some of our old shit. And I hit Rush up and was like, yo, I'm trying to get this. And then like a week later, I fucking get a box with fucking CDs and fucking candy and accoutrements. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole fucking nine. I was like, what do you expect? Only Rush would do that shit, dog.
Well, I had to. I was like, shit. I was like, you know, what CD you want? Oh, volume 1? Okay, I got you. Volume 2 too? All right.
Yeah.
What, 3?
I
mean, we got so many.
In,
I mean, come on. I mean, which one you want,
Hell
man? Which
yeah.
one you want? Because shit, we got so many. Man.
Oh, way too many, bro. It's like I listen back to that shit and I'm like, damn, bro, like we was just ahead of our time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like if we came out now, bro, we'd be popping. Like TikTok, fucking Instagram. Like we had to grind for our shit. We had to hustle. We had to fucking go on like tours, our own tours.
Local
you know what I'm
tours.
saying? Like remember when we went to fucking Greenville? And like we show up and we fucking rock that shit out, and they're like, "You gotta come back." And then the next week we come back, or the next event we come back, and we thinking like it's gonna be like the last time, like it's gonna be like we gotta come here, we gotta perform. We come back, dog. They take us to fucking VIP. There's already rolled blunts, bottles in the fucking thing,
drinks
like,
for
we're VIP.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck just happened? Yeah, and then Teardrop fucking they were trying to get me to rap because they had a freestyle battle, and there was like damn, I wish Ant was here because he could probably tell you the dude's name, but he was like what was popping up there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
they were trying to get him to battle, and he was like, he straight up was like, nobody here is fucking with them white boys, dog. Like nobody.
Yeah.
And they were trying to get me to do the battle. And I was like, nah, man, like, y'all always want me to battle. You know what I'm saying?
That was with the money, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was money and shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, like, I could battle these boys, but I'm more like in the culture. You know what I'm saying? The way I rap.
Right.
I was like, let Kenny do it. I was like, Kenny will fucking...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he's more like...
I want to say we got $100 for that.
Yeah, he
at
won
the
that.
end of it.
He got 100. You know what I'm saying? But they gave us like a 300 or 400 plus the fucking VIP and the bottles just to come back.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it was funny because I was like, yo, Kenny's got to fucking go rap this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got to do the battle because he was in there like, I'll take you back to Egypt and spitting the serpent and the word. You know what I'm saying? He was just like,
you know how he rocks.
I'm a whirlwind in the whirlwind. And I get you when the world ends. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, like this is what they want to hear. Like they don't want to hear like me doing what they do better. They want to hear somebody doing what they can't do. You know what I'm saying? And that's what was dope about it. But it was funny because that dude, I remember when we sent Kenny as the tribute, the dude that was like the main guy there was sitting at the bar. Me and Ant was chilling with him, and he was like, he's about to fuck these boys up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we were like, yeah, he was like, dude, like, game recognized game. Like,
Right.
He's like, I make music, but y'all motherfuckers rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was like, there's a difference. Like,
They found that out in Colombia too when we did.
It was cool when people would like get that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like you probably make better songs than me. People gonna bop and ride and vibe to your shit. You probably do. But on this rapping shit,
it's a little different.
Yeah, it's different, bro.
We've been doing this since tapes and shit. You and Will on the cassette tapes.
Yeah. Shout out Will,
Dub.
my boy Bunny, dog. We used to be on them fucking cassettes, man. I know you just got back from fucking Cabo, man. How was that shit, dog? He's sending me pictures with you with fucking iguanas all over.
We was making it shake in the no wake zone. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Like, what's up with the iguanas, bro? They just got a large population.
Yeah, they're just everywhere, and they trying to put them on you, and they want you to take pictures with them. And
so they put them shit on you?
Yeah, there's people everywhere holding iguanas. Like, hey,
damn. Because I talked to Ant earlier, and I thought like, or cousin Sal, as he's known on this pod.
What up, Skits?
I talked to cousin, Schizo. I talked to him earlier, and I was like, yeah, Rush coming on the pod tonight. He was like, oh, that motherfucker got stories, bro. That'd be a good one. I was like, yeah, that's why I want to have him. But I was like, he just come back from Cabo. He sent me pictures with fucking iguanas and shit. He was like, iguanas, like, oh, I heard Mexico got like a population, like it's out of control and shit. And I was like, yeah, but like the picture he sent me, it seems like you just like a dog and they just hop up on your lap and shit.
They got them with sombreros on. They got it all. I mean, they got all kinds over there.
I know, huh?
Ones with a little joint in their mouth. Like, dude, anything you need there between pharmacy, cocaine, weed, pussy. I mean, they got it all. Yeah. I mean, they're coming at you. They're like, what do you need? What do you need?
Yeah. What you need? You need some TRT. You need some fucking stem cells, bro. Yeah. Like, that's why I heard you go down to Mexico for the stem cells now too, man. Like, it's weird because like you think of Mexico as like backwards, or not backwards, but like behind the times, you know what I'm saying? And it's like shit, but we got so many regulations in America. Them motherfuckers down there is like, shit, I don't care, dude. Right, like, we'll shoot you up with this. We'll fucking, you know what I mean? Like, this plant works.
Sell it all in the store, like whatever you need. Like all the pharmacy drugs that you would have to go to a doctor for, you could buy them over the counter over there. Like,
I remember that. Like when we was in, we went on a cruise to Cozumel, and like I walked into the little pharmacy thing, and like you could just buy, like you said, you could buy fucking Loratabs or Xanax or this or that, you know what I mean? Like you can just buy it, like you don't need a prescription. So I don't know if that's better or worse. Like in America, that shit would work.
I mean, like I feel like if we had that here, we would have a lot more people laying around on the streets and all. You know what I mean? Like half-assed. Where I feel like they're pretty much savvy. They know not to mess with it, because like there wasn't that many people that were like, you know what I mean? And when I walked up in there, they're like, oh yeah, you can get Xanax. You know, I'm like, oh no, I'm here to check it out, see what the hell it is.
I think you're right, because that's kind of how I was thinking about it. Is like, they're working people, you know what I'm saying? Like they're like, this is what the fuck life's about. Like life is about yeah. They're like, how can I better myself and take care of my family? You know what I mean? Like it did very much seem like the places that I went, that you could do all these things that America would deem cool. Was like American shit. Like it was like, hey, we need to set up this pharmacy for the Americans. Because you ain't gonna see the locals there buying fucking benzos or fucking
never. I didn't see that the whole time. I was there for a week and didn't see that one time. So that's what struck me. I was like, So that's kind of
this shit's for us? Well, I don't want
it. They're like, I know, huh?
I
take 2 churritos and 2 burritos. I'm like, I'm right behind you. Double that. I'll take that too. Let's run.
But y'all had fun though.
Oh yeah, it was a blast, man.
Yeah, it was a good time, man. That's why I love going other places, especially like out of the country. Like even though like it's a vacation destination type shit, you know what I mean? So you going there to have a good time.
Yeah,
so
traveling is.
It's kind of like they prop up the shit, and it's like, you don't get to see all the bad shit behind this. This is all the great shit. Yeah. But it's still a fucking fun time.
Me and you have seen the best of both worlds in a lot of places. I know that's right. Yeah. I know me and you have seen some shit now.
Hell yeah. That's why, that's why I hate like when I do podcasts, because usually people will show up like 30, 45 before, and I feel like a lot of times it's like, damn, did we waste the best shit before the pod because we out here fucking rapping and talking and vibing and fucking and catching up. And then it's like, bro, like, man, we should have said all this shit on the podcast. But you're right, man. We got so many motherfucking stories, man. My the story I always tell you is like when we went to Atlanta and we're in a showcase or whatever.
Yeah, Tailored Entertainment.
Tailored Entertainment, dog. That's a good fucking grab on that, because I was trying to grab it. But we were at this fucking showcase, bro, and like our CD, me and Ant, I think, talked about this on a pod, but we didn't talk about this side of the story. But our CD fucked up, so like we had thought about doing this one song that was gonna be the hitter.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even our CD. It might have been our CD, or it was our USB fucked up. And so
we had to switch it up.
Yeah, so the shit wasn't working, you know what I mean? So I was so like we were like, well, we got this CD that's got this song with me, Don, and Ant on it, because that's who was performing that night. And we were like, fuck it, man. We was like, we gonna do this.
Yeah, run it.
Yeah,
I remember.
We got to, because like
there was no other choice.
The DJ got some old whack ass equipment.
Yeah,
like we were prepared.
It was old.
And so I think they was just trying to fuck with us, honestly. But that's nothing. But the story is like fucking we start performing and your ass jumps on the stage, throws your shirt off, and fucking after you throw your shirt off, you fucking start throwing money out in the fucking crowd and shit. Like wow, you throwing money in the crowd and all this shit. And
I was living it up.
And then we get off stage or whatever, and we're chilling, and they're like picking some dudes that fucking are just like lean with it, lean like some old bubblegum shit. And we were like, all right, we see what time it is, but we go to the parking garage and and like, so your cousin had drove you there. He had this little Jeep, right? And fucking his cousin had drove him there and had this little Jeep. And they were parked in this downstairs parking garage. And it was one way in. You come in this way and you go out the other way. So like, so we're fucking standing down there, we're smoking, talking about bullshit, and Russ gets in the car, and his cousin is like wiped out. He's in the passenger seat, fucking just wiped out. And Russ gets in the fucking car, and he holds on to the shit, and he looks just like, Creekside, motherfuckers! And he turns the fucking wheel all the way to the right and looks back like Ace Ventura shit. He looks back this way, stomps the gas, fucking almost flips the car next to him because the
I backed into that shit so hard that shit almost flipped over the side.
His front end swings around and fucking lifts this car, and he looks back and he's like, oh, he turns around, turns the wheel the other way, backs up, goes out the entrance, bro. It's a one-way fucking entrance onto a one-way street that was going this way. He's going backwards. We were like, hey, I was like, yo, I'll never see that motherfucker again.
I made it home that night. I made it home. That's how we do it. I made it home that night.
You sure did, bro.
You
sure did.
Man, that was crazy, man. That was crazy.
Hey, good times, man. Like I told you before the pod, man. Like,
never forget.
I've never been anywhere with you where it wasn't a fucking great time and it wasn't like a story to be told. I'm picking in, like, that's one of my favorite stories because it was just so fucking hilarious, bro. But there's so many stories of us, like,
I'll never forget living on Remount, stove open for heat, and the Christmas ham that you got from
that
work,
honey baked ham,
the little bonus you got. You came home and you was like, yeah, dog, we got a bonus. I'm like, what? I'm like, throw that. It's cold. We open that bitch up. Bro. Yeah. We standing there shivering, eating some ham out the stove, bro, out the oven. It was hilarious, man. I'll never forget that. That's those are days that made us, for sure, man. 100%,
dude. Like, it's like, I think think a lot of times people see like where you're at and they think that like you were always there.
You're
know
right.
What I'm saying?
Right.
It's
it was
bro,
growth.
like yeah, because I think a lot of people don't know what it's like to grow. Like they sit in this fucking gerbil wheel.
Right.
And they're just like, I'm cool here. I've always been here. I've never
scared.
been here. But you and I have been like we've experienced the lowest of the lows, the highest of the highs.
Yeah.
So we know how to like. I talked about this with my boy Billy. Shout out Billy with Bullets Benign. They got a new album about to drop. But I talked about this shit with him. Was like staying in the middle of the road, because a lot of people have always been in the middle of the road,
right?
So they don't ever experience highs or lows, and they just like they and it's not that their life's easy. I don't want to say that,
but I mean they coast.
They just coast through life. Yeah. Good word. But people like you and I, it's like I've been to the bottom, and I've been to not the very top, but right. I've been to
a pinnacle of our lives.
Yeah. I've been outside of the realm of what could be considered normal shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like I've seen some great shit, and I've been a part of some really, really, really great things.
Yeah.
And I've been a part of some really, really shitty things.
Right.
So I know how to be in the middle and see some bad shit and be like, nah, it ain't that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
It's bad to you because you never left the middle.
Right.
Like you think that like a fraction off the middle is bad.
Bad, yeah, right.
Like I know that there's like whole numbers off the
digging your own hole. When you're digging your own hole, you're like, damn,
like
man.
You said, like we was fucking on remount, fucking getting heat off the stove, like
yeah,
you know what I mean, like wondering where like where we eating fucking ham that was given to us on a bonnet, like
thank God
from our job, like we was like, thank you, we got
thank
fucking
God H had the job locked down for us.
Thank God you went to work because my ass was sitting at home. I mean, fuck, but it is what it is, man. Like I think that's a it's. I wouldn't change it for anything, but I definitely try to like keep my kids from having to go through that shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I think our parents tried to do the same thing, but it was a little different, maybe.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like they did, you know. I mean, in the times of just keep changing. So it's like what they're going to be up against is nothing that we can even fathom because you know what I'm saying.
Especially with social media and shit, it's like
it's all different. That's what I said. If we had that back when we was doing them Creekside songs, shoot, we would have. Yeah, we would have did some damage. You know what I mean?
But I don't know, man. I've talked about that a few times too. It's like it's weird. Like nowadays to do music, it's like, is it easier or is it harder? You know what I'm saying? Like to me, because I'm an old head, like. I'm probably gonna sit here and be like, oh, y'all got it so easy. Like we had to mix up CDs and like we didn't have like we couldn't fucking record some shit.
Yeah, I mean we had to go
make
outside.
It sound like Drake did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like we had to grind, and y'all could just sit at home and never leave and fucking make music. But now it's like millions of fucking people are putting shit out every day, so that makes it harder.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the content is the songs that are being released are on a shorter scale. Where like, you know what I'm saying? Like back in the day when they dropped that album, I mean, that was the album for the gear. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You were jamming that song all the time. Where like now they're just dropping single.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's a little, it's a little harder to like keep up with music. I feel like, you know what I mean? So I don't know. It's hard for me to like get down with what they got going, the new sound and everything. It's hard for me. Like that's why it is,
man. But because you're 100% right on that. Because like whenever like me and Caden, my son Caden, whenever we ride to, like when I'm taking him anywhere, I put on like T.I. like and it's like, or the other day we listening to All Eyes on Me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm listening to the whole album. You know what I mean? Like, and he's not used to that. Like, he's used to like this song by this guy, this song by that guy, this song by this girl, this song by like, you know what I mean? Like you said, singles, and he does listen to whole albums of people he likes, but like when we was coming up, it was like Young Buck's dropping an album next week. So like Tuesday, every Tuesday, I remember going to like Best Buy when that shit first opened.
Yeah.
And like every Tuesday they drop albums.
Right.
So like you go there and you like, I'm getting a Young Buck album.
Right.
And I'm getting a fucking Chingy album. And you're gonna know every song on that album. You're not just gonna know the hits or the singles. Like that's why like we know so many songs by one artist. Like most people just know like, oh, that's that dude sings this song. That's that dude sings that song.
Yeah,
you know.
I just feel like they don't last as long either. It's like as soon as you hear one name, you're already hearing another new name. You know what I mean? So it's like you're like, who's that? I never heard of that. And they're like, oh man, he's been out. Man. You know, so it's like
you're right because like the '90s, like I still go back and listen to an ass of people from the '90s and early 2000s. Same. But if you're talking like 2010s and later, I'm like trying to.
Yeah, I can't even.
Like, what's that song? It took me fucking like 6 days to figure out who sang this song. But because like I was riding one day and somebody was like, "Am I wrong?" Or we were at work and somebody was like, "Am I wrong?" And like it busted my head. Am I wrong? And so I was like,
"How I feel."
Yeah. So like they said that and I was like, "Am I wrong?" And they were like, "What?" I was like, "Nothing," because they're older than me. They don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm like, nothing. And then it took me like 6 days to figure out that was Nico and Vinz. And the name of the song was like, Am I Wrong or some shit. Because I was like, because I looked up Am I Wrong and like it wouldn't like pull up.
It was pulling up other
bullshit.
I noticed that. Yeah, I noticed that too.
And then I figured out it was Nico and Vinz. I finally found a song and I was like, fuck. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because they were like a flash in the pan. They had like 2 songs in an era. And it wasn't like...
And somebody's already made Am I Wrong like 100 different times in 100 different ways. So you're like, you're suddenly going... You're like, where is this shit at? Oh, there it is. Am I wrong?
Thinking I can be someone for real.
I'm freaking dead. What was your favorite? I say like our favorite contest that we did like back in the day. I say mine was Columbia when we did the club level and you guys did Lights Out.
Yeah,
that was. I feel like that one right there. I feel like was like monumental.
Yeah, that was monumental. I would probably say that one too because backstory, and you might remember this, but they might not remember this. But what happened was we got there for the finale, and everybody wanted to do. What was it?
Buck if you bout it. Yeah.
Everyone wanted to do Buck if you bout it. And I was super upset because I had been at the studio like every day.
Right.
And I had a family, I had a woman, and like I was like, but I was putting my time in.
Right.
And Don was putting his time in. You know what I mean? But everyone else was just like, they would pop in and get on a badass song.
Right, and it would be a hit.
It'd be a hit. And that's no like fault to them because that's what I wish they would have been in the studio more because they were that dope.
Yeah.
Everything they touched was fucking fire.
Fire.
But it pissed me off because I was like, bro, I done recorded 20 songs to year one and we're gonna record year one. We're gonna perform year one for this shit.
Right.
So I was upset, honestly, and I left the fucking club when they were like they decided like everyone decided I didn't. I was the man out because we were groups, so it was like 5-6 people.
It's hard when you got 5 heads trying to bust on the one decision.
And so it was like 4 against 1. We're doing Buck if you bout it, and I was like fuck that, and I left. I didn't leave. I walked out. And everybody was like, come on, man. And like, I regret this shit to this day because that's what being a part of a group was. That was our song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it was, I mean, you know, you was learning just like anybody else was.
I was young and I was learning. But I walked out and then somebody chased me down and was like, dude, don't be like that. And I was like, and I came to my senses. I was like, y'all right. Like, so go back. Of course, we kill it. Like that's what I learned that night, and I'm glad I did. Was like I learned that like, and I'm like that to this day. Like with Mason Jar.
Right.
Like, if this is the
Shout
song...
out to Dusty and Shane.
Yeah, what's up, my
What's
boys,
up,
Dusty and City, I love y'all. But if that's the song and I'm not on it, that's the song.
Right.
Like, I've grown. So this is how far back that shit started.
Many moons ago.
So I walk out on that shit, come back, and they kill it. And the other dude did a good job, but like you said, fucking, it ended up being a tie, even though they won it with Buck If You Bout It.
Yeah.
But because we were from out of town, and it was a bunch of Columbia artists versus Charleston, they made it a tie and went to a finale.
Yeah.
And then
that's when we did Lights Out.
Yeah. And then they was like, Mike, we doing Lights Out. And I was like,
we on and popping.
Dude, the first hook, all the boys that was in the competition fucking left.
Yeah. I mean, you already knew.
Yeah. I was like, Lights Out. And motherfuckers.
It came at the perfect time. Because if we would have did Lights Out first, you wouldn't have been able to have that in the bag.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
So it all worked
that's
out.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it showed me.
I say that was my favorite because then that won us. I feel like that whenever we went, that made it to where we went to ATL, I think. I can't remember though. It's been so long, but I remember.
That gave us.
Oh no, we got a promo video and exposure, whatever. So
it was actually not whatever club you said. It was Club Dreams in Columbia.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
I was saying Level.
So we went back up there a few weeks later, and we got to do. We got to do a fucking promo.
Yeah, a whole.
My brother always talks about that fucking story because, we were like. Obviously the odd people out and doing the music and shit, and what happened was they double booked, so there was somebody's like graduation party or college graduation party there, and they didn't really want to let us perform, but they was like, look, they won this shit. This was, you know what I mean, half of these people are here because of these boys,
right? Half
of them are here for y'all, so they let us perform. And what's the song where I'm like, you would know better than me? I hate this shit, but you would know better than me. Where I was like, I cut your legs off, call you something. Kevin Bacon. I cut your foot loose, call you Kevin Bacon. That's what I said. I cut your foot loose, I call you Kevin Bacon. But I remember like my brother was like behind me because the cameras were following us and shit. Yeah. And I walked up to just like the most gangster motherfuckers in there because I was hyped. You know what I'm saying? I just was like the most gangster. They were like sitting on a couch. And I just went, I'll cut your foot off. I'll cut your foot loose, call you Kevin Bacon. Yeah. And then they just like mugged me and like it was the hardest shot in the video, but
I know I got 5 CDs in my changer right now with all different tracks with you on it. That's why I would be like, yo, let me go ahead and send this little clip.
Well, hey, shout out my boy Don Teflon Capo. Yeah, man, that's my dog. Like, for sure. I know he gets a lot of fucking flack because he was like, that motherfucker was in your ass. Like, he was like, come to work. You know what I mean?
He was trying to get it. We had a business. We was doing the shit.
I tell people all the time, man. I'm like, you know, like he cared about your shit more than you, like, cause you quit or you stopped or you didn't do everything. He might not have been the most easy to deal with. He might not have like, you know what I mean? You might not have liked the direction of a song he was taking or this.
But it was for the greater good. He was like, look, man, you didn't go hard at this shit. Go back in there and do it again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he did. He was like that, man. Shit. Yeah, that shit. I'll never forget me, you, and Dawn in ATL, and we're looking for Bud. We're out of Bud. It's like, you know, Rush got to come through for the clutch. And we ended up driving to the hood. I mean, we was in the deep hood. Cass is on a corner with a Caprice open, four doors all open, trunk open, blasting their music. Y'all was like, man, Rush, you really gonna do it? You gonna go over there? I was like, man, I'll be right back, man. I gotta get us some weed, man. We on the road and we out. Yeah. So I was like, man, went over there and them boys was like, hey, man, what you trying to get us into? I was like, look, man, I just need a little half piece, man. You know, me and the guys on the road. Sack, dog. Yeah, we get a little half sack, man. And the boys like, man, they was looking around, you know, they was like, where did this cat come from, man? Like, what the hell? And the boys went to the trunk, man. I came back to the van, you know, came back to the van with the green. We went back on doing our shit, man. You know? I'll never forget that shit, man. I'll never forget that. Man, that was a fun time because I know you and Dawn were tripping the whole time. Like, I don't know, Rush, don't do it, man. I don't know, man. They might, something bad might happen, man. Yeah. I was like, nah, we got this. We about to get somebody.
Yeah. Gonna be token well, tonight. Me and Dawn was like different, like, cause I'm always like anxious, and I'm like, don't fuck with them, like, don't fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Dawn's like. Nah, see what you could do, but he ain't want to do it. You know what I'm saying?
he was like, look, man, something pops off, I'm jumping out there.
Dog, we was coming back from Atlanta one time. You wasn't with us. It was me, D Forte, Schizo, and Don. Yeah. And we went down to Atlanta and we was doing a fucking show. And we left there, bro. And we went to a Crystals. And we was fucking smoked out. Like, smoked out.
Every time.
Every
time. Been doing this shit for a long time.
You know what I mean. We pull up, me and Don in the back seat, and Don's like, rolls his window down. He's like, can I get a Krusty Burger? And he thought that's where, like, he thought we was in Simpson land, bro. We started laughing so hard, dog, that I couldn't breathe. Like, everyone couldn't breathe. Dude was like, what the fuck do y'all want?
Right.
And Don's like, a Krusty Burger. And nobody could die.
Dog, I'm so dead.
Dude, so Don fucking tries. So he opens his door because he's trying to get fresh air, falls out, dude. He falls out on the ground laughing, bro. Man. But I've never gotten back from Atlanta that fast. Now that we talk about that trip. Like, motherfucker went 100. Like, I had to go to sleep because I was so nervous.
Right.
He was just rolling 100 all the way fucking back from Atlanta. This shit was fucking wild, bro.
Yeah, I remember.
All them trips are fucking dope.
Yeah,
bro.
I remember them days, man. I gotta say, some of the like greatest laughs though has gotta be me, you, and Clint just kicking it, you know, doing our thing.
Yeah, with the yacht club. Yeah, fucking
We used to make a whole bunch of bogus tracks on the low. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, I wish I had them shit. You might, you said you had a couple,
I got some. I ain't got all.
Them shits was so fucking fun, man.
Yeah, them days was great. Those are the days that made me, man. I'll never forget all that stuff. I mean, because of you guys, like I said, I continued to do different things with music, but like I said, it just like it sucked because like, you know, I had to get away and move, you know what I'm saying, and all that kind of stuff. So it was a little.
Yeah, but I was, you know, I am and have been, because you've always been like my other little brother. Like, I got a lot of people that close to me and shit like that, but you was like my other little brother, you know. You was around when we was fucking, you know, chilling with my little brother back in the day.
I know. Shout out to J-Dub, Bishop,
like, yeah, on fucking shout out my brother. You was on remount with us, fucking in the fucking trenches in the struggle. Like you live with me. You live with me
3 different times, man.
Yeah, like three different times, but only because, like I said, you was like my little brother. But I was proud to see you. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to get too sentimental, but you know what I mean. Like I know where you come from, and I know that like you and your family got a good relationship and upstanding now, and I'm thankful for that as well. But I know that like you're one of them dudes that didn't like get told enough that like you're doing okay, bro. You're you know, I'm proud of you. So like so I'm gonna take this time to tell you I'm proud of you, man. And whenever you my dog. And whenever you was fucking up there and doing your tracks with fucking Bizarre and showing up at the Doobie concerts or this and that, doing your thing, like
you know.
Like I never had an ounce of fucking jealousy or hate in my heart like a lot of motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like I was always like, I wouldn't expect nothing less. That's my dog.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit. Y'all were the ones that fucking brought that heat on. Like I said, I just had that fire burning. And like I said, still to the day, I mean, you know how I feel.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know what I'm saying? You guys, like I said, I mean, Juice and fucking Schizo, Teardrop, fucking Teflon, all you guys, like I said, you guys were the guys that molded me into what I was to become. anything solo. You know what I'm saying? It was because of y'all. So I mean, I learned everything from you guys. So I mean, that's something that I hold deeply, because I mean, I went on to do things that I always dreamed about. I mean, getting to work at the shelter, like who would have known what a little Rush from Goose Creek is fucking be working up at the shelter? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I would have never doubted it, because I'm telling you, like you said, like when we go on fucking trips and I'm like, oh, we need some bud. Well, Rush will get it. Right. Oh, we need a place to stay. Rush will find it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's gonna find a fucking way, bro. Like,
that shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was dope, man. It was dope. Like I said, and it's because of y'all I ended up being in those places that I got to go to. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I was so appreciative of it. I'll never forget it. Like I said, them days are, like I said, what made us. You know?
Hell yeah.
So it's like crazy, and I'm proud of you too. You know what I'm saying? I just said this to somebody today. You know, just seeing you never quit. You know what I'm saying? Like I talked to Ty. Shout out to Trick and Ty.
Shout out.
At the Charleston T-shirt factories. Dogs, you know, so what's up? But I was telling him today, you know,
tees.
Yeah, man. Like, you know, you never quit. You know, you guys never quit. You know, you guys kept at it. And you know what I'm saying? In the adversity of, like, you know, all the things that were happening in life at that time, and you still made time for music. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that, you know, you should be proud of too. You know, like I said, Mason Jar Music has done a lot of awesome and positive things, is definitely in the community and everything like that. So I mean, you guys are out here putting on for Charleston, and Charleston needs a better rap scene, a better music scene, period. You know, I feel like we don't have anybody that's really like pursuing that. You know, I feel like that might be our catch-22 with it, you know, because I've been putting my like ear and head to the grindstone on it. I just really wish that like somebody out of Charleston would be big. I mean, besides Darius Rucker, you know, I said that on a couple. You know, I'd like to see, you know, and I know Lenny Cooper. Shout out to Lenny Cooper in Columbia. I know, you know, he did his thing, got his stuff in Walmart, but I just feel like, you know, we need somebody that's like a face, like going, yeah, that's Charleston music. You know what I'm saying? And we've never had that. You know, I mean, I miss those days growing up at Chino Dino, and for me it was Creekside, and it'll always be that. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, I mean, my boy Marley Marr, Pacino Dino. I just had 007. His dad was in QTP. You remember QTP?
Yeah,
and Port City Players, PCP. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of dope shit, but it's big to us, but it's not big to everyone.
Right, like you go out of town.
I feel you. Like,
you go out of town, nobody
that.
knows who that is.
Yeah, like, I always say that. But I appreciate you saying that, man. And like, I also think that I was thinking about this the other day, like, cause you were like, "Yo, you never quit," you know what I mean? And that reminded me of what I was thinking the other day. Is like, I've always done music. I'll always do music. I'm a fucking writer.
Right.
Like, if I'm not making rap music, like I write R&B songs. I write poetry. I write country. Yeah. I write a lot of shit. So like, if you're an artist and you want a song, get at me. Like, I got you. But my point is
definitely diverse.
Like, that's why I started this podcast shit too, because like, I don't want to quit. Like, I have ideas, and I know so many dope people.
Right.
You know what I mean? I want the world to know everyone that I know, because my life has been crazy. I've met so many fucking dope individuals. Like, I've met so many people that are just creative savants, that are just like geniuses at what they do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
And like, it's crazy. Like, that shit doesn't happen for like one person to know a motherfucker that can kill a fucking water moccasin and pull him out the fucking thing and make some fucking shoes out of them, and then know somebody that can write a fucking Beethoven's seventh fucking sonnet. You know what I'm saying? I know everyone in between, and I have so many dope individuals that I was like, I can't quit. So I'm glad that, like, I'm taking your compliment, and I'm keeping it, because I understand what you're saying, because I can't quit, bro. I gotta keep fucking. I gotta keep doing this. I gotta keep, I mean, like,
you being my big bro. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm proud of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something for me that I look at and I keep watching. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, life takes place and we're doing our thing and stuff like that. So, just seeing you progress and you never quit. I mean, that just shows like where we came from. You know what I'm saying? Like, because how easily me and you could have just like laid down and let life fuck us, and we didn't. Like, we fucking we fucking went above and beyond. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, I feel like cause you're like, yo, you're my big bro, and I'm proud of that, and I'm proud of you. Like, that's why I haven't quit.
Yeah,
because you're not the only one that's like looking to me to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many people that like, and this ain't, I'm not saying this in any arrogant or egotistical way. I'm just saying there's a lot of people that are like looking to me to like do this or do that. They're like, yo, like, if anybody's gonna do it, it's Michael. You know what I'm saying? Like, Michael's got to do it. Like Michael's the one that's got to do this, and I can't, like, you know what I mean? Because I feel like if this is a better way to put it. I feel like if I quit, you might quit. If I quit, he might quit, or she might quit. If I quit, Foolish might quit. If I quit, Schizo might quit.
Right.
And it's not like quit making music or quit doing this, but he might feel like, well, Michael gave up, so I could give up on this. Right. Or you might feel like, oh, H gave up. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Like, H gave up. Like, everyone else gave up, I seen it coming. But H gave up? Like, that means I could give up. Right. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that shit.
Yeah, I mean, because that's what I'm saying. Like, you're that face, you're that role model for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's you. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what you were back then. You know what I'm saying? Even back then, even with the group. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what you were. You know what I'm saying? You were definitely the glue. You know what I'm saying? Man. You definitely were. And like I said, I'll never forget all the memories, man. Shoot, Juice, man, he was sick, man. I mean, we used to kill the mic,
bro. You're the memory fucking keeper, the memory maker, bro. Like when you pulled that Bible out before. All right, so first of all, wait. Yeah, you gonna pull it out. Go ahead, get it ready. But I've known this motherfucker for 24 years, like 20 plus years.
For
20
sure.
and a half. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And this motherfucker has had this same Bible for 20 of them years. This is a 20-year-old pocket Bible that this motherfucker got in juvenile detention center, probably. Like, where'd you get it? You tell us.
Juvie back
Juvie. This motherfucker got this shit in juvie, dog.
And I've been to real jail.
You motherfucker gave me a real Bible.
I got some real time too, but I still kept it after I got out.
Let's see it.
Man, I've had this thing.
Shit has been.
People think it's a sack of weed and shit, you know what I mean? But on some real shit, though, this thing has been with me through my whole life as a movie, man. This thing is, I mean, I could probably write a book my own self, but man, this thing right here has been with me through all the journey, man, for sure. A lot of it. It's crazy. It's crazy. I still have it, but it's like one of those monumental things that, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
that shit is
like when I get up with you and Raven,
bro.
like, you still got your Bible in your back pocket? Yeah, I sure do. I mean, all the shows that we did, all the traveling I've did my whole life, in and out of jail doing dumb shit, and I still got it. But it got me through all that, and it, you know what I'm saying? It protected me. So that's what it was all about.
Yeah,
that's
you
why
still here, probably because of that.
So that's what's good.
Let me see that, bro.
You know what I mean? So
I need a shot for this, cause
I'll take one too.
Yeah, hell yeah, let's do it, baby.
But for sure, man, life is crazy. Life is fucking crazy.
Yeah, it don't stop, bro.
Man, I'll never. Another story. We was down in ATL downtown, and we got a hotel. And we was up like on a balcony or whatever. I'm looking down. I'm just like screaming because we was all hyped from one of the shows we did or something. And this lady ends up calling our room, and she was like a prostitute or something.
Oh,
and fucking Schizo was on the phone like, what the fuck? Who told her our room number?
I forgot about that shit, though.
And we're all on the fucking balcony, watch Schizo on the phone, fucking laughing because we're like, damn, she's right down there right now calling your ass. Like,
yeah, she's like, yeah, motherfucker.
Dead.com, man. Bro, it was crazy.
I straight up forgot about that.
Man,
bro, we've been doing this shit so long. We used to have to print out MapQuest directions. Like,
to our
don't
shows.
Know about that. Yeah, like fucking,
shows.
we got fucking 3 sheets of how to get to this motherfucker.
Man, it's crazy. Like that was.
You went with us to Cleveland, didn't it?
That one, no, I didn't do.
No,
I didn't do that. But that was when you made.
Oh no, that was Ryan. Yeah. That was a wild fucking time.
Waylon, actually, Waylon went.
Waylon went with us.
Yeah, rest in peace, Bubba.
Yeah, rest in peace, Waylon, man. That's my guy, bro. Solid as they fucking come.
for
Solid as
sure.
a rock, bro.
Miss you, bro.
He reminds. I just had Derek on the pod, Derek Chance.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
Dang,
last week.
What's up, Derek?
Yeah, you gotta check that one out. It just came out tonight, but because we shoot on Wednesdays,
right?
So that one came out tonight. This one will come out next Wednesday.
Right.
But he was talking about Garrett
Upton.
Yeah.
What's
he was
up,
talking
G?
about G Money and cause growing up, Derek was from the other side,
right?
And Garrett was from our side, and since then, like Anthony just graduated, Schizo just graduated, cousin Sal just graduated.
Congrats.
And Garrett was there and Derek was there and they talked and Garrett was like, yo, you know what I mean? Like basically Derek was just like, yo, I didn't realize how fucking solid Garrett was.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
always been.
My point of that is that Waylon and Garrett remind me of each other because they are so fucking down for their people.
Yeah, family.
Like it's unfucking believable that how down they are for each other. You know what I'm saying? Or not each other, but for their family. You know what I mean? Their people. You know what I mean? And pass that to Foolish behind the camera.
Hey, shout out to Foolish.
Yeah, shout out my dog Foolish. You know, we talk, we name dropping, man. My man, boy, my man behind the camera. When he had that
Thunderbird back in the day, come scoop my little ass up on the corner so we can go make a little money on the marijuana.
We take it way back, dog, with the Thunderbird. That Thunderbird
I'll never forget them days.
Bro, I wish you still had that Thunderbird. That shit was hard as a bitch, dog. That shit was hard. Shit, fucking Foolish. We used to fucking. He was the only dude. Like, I live in Monk's Corner, but he used to be the only motherfucker I knew that lived in Monk's Corner.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right. He was the only cat from our group that was out there towards the sticks.
Bro, he'd call me and be like, yo, come here after school. And I'll be like, all right. So I'll go pick him up. He'd be like, take a left at the Piggly Wiggly and then take a left. I live right there. And I pick him up and he'd be like, I'd be like, where are we going? He was like, just take it right here. Go down the street, take it right here. All of a sudden, we under the fucking tail race canal, fucking smoking weed and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, you got us on the river.
Going down the dirt road. Where we going, Jeff?
Where we going? Like, motherfucker, you live in the fucking sticks, dog.
He goes, don't worry, we'll be safe. Ain't nobody gonna be around.
Yo, but that Thunderbird was hard as a bitch,
that
bro.
shit. I'll never forget that shit. That's one memory with Jeff I'll never forget. That shit was pimp, and he always had the.
We ain't gotta get. Hey, I'm gonna have Jeff on for the memories. Like, I'm gonna have Jeff on for the memories.
Yeah, we gotta have
good memories. Of Jeff,
yeah, man. Like I said, not to be biased, but my Creekside people, like I said, those will forever be my people because that's what molded me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like I said, all my Creekside people for sure.
That's what's crazy. I talked to somebody the other day, you know, and they was just like, they were just so negative about friendship, and they was like, I ain't got no friends. Like, grow apart. People don't have no friends, and like, it kind of made me feel taken back, you know what I'm saying? I was like, what? Like, that's disrespectful but then I realized that, like, cause when you got here, like, when you first got here before this pod, I was like, what's up, man? How you been? He was like, I'm blessed. And like, that's the best. That's basically it. I'm blessed. Like, I gotta realize that, like, I've known you for 20 years. I've known Foolish for 20 years. I've known Schizo for 20 plus years. All my people I've known for 20 plus years, and I'm still, and whether that's me or them or us or what, I don't know. I don't know why, but it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I talked to Will yesterday.
Yeah, and I feel like
I talk to Will once a week, and I've known that motherfucker 30 years, bro. I've known that motherfucker like almost 30 years.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And like, and Jamie and Jeremy, like even Jeremy.
Shout out to
like,
Patterson. What's up?
Yeah, all my people. But not to before, like I always me and you just been vibing because I have guests on here that I don't really know.
Right, that you don't see. That you don't have that chemistry.
We don't have that chemistry, and we gotta go through the motions, and I gotta figure them out. But I don't have to. But I feel like you've got such a good story that I don't want to like leave this podcast before we get too far gone, because I always ask my guests, because I usually ask my guests, I'll figure out, I'll feel it. I'll be like, man, you've been through some shit. Like, what makes you like? Because I can feel how they're talking to me. Yeah. And like, da 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 da. Because I've been through some shit.
Right.
But I already know what you've been through. So it's like, I don't really want to. It's hard to ask you questions because I already almost know the answer to it.
Yeah.
But they don't. So you're a happy dude. You're always, as long as I've known you, I've never felt like. That ain't it. But as long as I've been around you and known you, like you've never brought me down.
Right.
Okay. Some people you're around, they're just a fucking black cloud, bro. It's just like
negative energy. Don't even want them around.
I got to go. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that misery
get the
loves
fuck out
company.
of here. But if people are watching this and they feel like that person that can't like get themselves up, can't lift it, like. And they, like I said earlier, like they're coasting. You don't really know what it's like to be real low or real high. Whatever. Let's move on. But but what I'm asking is like, how do you keep a positive attitude with all the shit you've been through?
How do I keep a positive attitude? I would say, man, marijuana.
Yeah, I like
it. We do be making me happy as fuck. Man. I ain't gonna lie about the shit. But look, man, like we get you through. I ain't gonna lie. We do be getting you through. Hey, to my smokers, shout out to you, because for real, I mean, we be getting you through. I was living in Michigan. The shit was legal. Okay, like the shit, South Carolina, catch up. But I mean, for me, I don't know. I think. I think back to like all the days, all the bad stuff. Like I said, if we would have just been like, when we were on remount, stuff like that, if we would have just been down and out and just negative the whole time. My thing is, you're a product of your environment. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, if you keep that, like me, it's always been about heart. So it's like, you keep that good heart, you put out good, then good's gonna come. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, our tight-knit group, we always kept trying to put out good, regardless of the fucking situations we were in. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I don't know. It's just so hard for me to say. Like, I just think everything that I've been through, we were laughing the whole time, even though it was rough, even though it was hard, even though it was like shit we didn't want to deal with. Like we felt like it was the end of the world. We were still laughing. We were still fucking laughing, and things were still okay. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? And me and you, we've had it fucking pretty bad. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for sure. Poverty stricken almost. You know what I mean? And I feel like, people take the smallest of things for granted. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I feel like what me and you have been through in our life, I feel like I'm so thankful just to be like just sitting here, or the plant right there, or this drink that I'm drinking, or, the toothpaste that I get to brush my teeth with every night. You know what I'm saying? The things that are small that people don't even think about. You know what I mean? Yeah. I feel like for me, that's what like kept me, keep putting out good. You know what I'm saying? Just keep putting out good, because it's gonna, you know what I'm saying, if you're putting out good, it's all gonna come through at the end of the wash. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I just feel like, that's what keeps me going, is just knowing that, like, everything's gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I like that
we've been through the worst, so we can only ever go up.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I like that, because it's like, if shit's bad, don't make it worse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, if I'm coming to you, I'm like, dude, man, like, you got all these tickets and you ain't got no job, and we ain't got no food in the fridge, dog. Speaking of fridge, all right, look, I gotta tell the story before this shit ends. But so shout out to Raven, Geechee One. That's my dog.
Geechee One.
That's my dog.
I know, huh?
But yeah, so one day our refrigerator went out when I was living with Michael and Raven, and we had to go get another fridge. And so we found one, or we thought we found a good one. So we drove our ass all the way to fucking like Lincolnville, Ridgeville, something. We went deep. Yeah. We went deep.
For those of y'all don't know the country,
we're talking like 38 miles plus. You know what I'm saying?
To the country.
You know, and we're talking like, you know, so we had $200 was our spending limit. You know, that's what we had. Excuse me. And we, you know, $200, and we get there. We give him the money off the rib, don't even really look at it. We throw the shit in the back. We get home, we put it into the house, and it's a fucking mini fridge as tall as this sign right here. And for like college kids.
Yeah,
and we spent $200 on that bitch. And fucking
Raven's like, what the fuck did y'all pick up?
me, Michael, and Raven are looking at each other, scratching our head, going, damn, man, we fucked up bad. like we can't even put our groceries in this bitch, man. It was crazy.
Bro, that's fucking terrible.
Man, it was crazy. I'll never forget that story, man.
Hell no, that's one of my greatest stories. Or the story Raven told earlier when she fucking came home and Mike, he's sleeping with his knife and his Bible, like.
Look, man,
he's like, I'm either gonna stab somebody or pray to him. But I'm doing something.
We on Remount Road. Back then you didn't know what was gonna happen.
Hell, shit. To this day, you don't know what the fuck going on, man.
It's bad around that side. Shit.
Hell yeah. Hey, shout out my boy Bam Bam, man. All my people, bro. Man. Love you.
Come on, man. Let's get it right.
Hey, but before we sign off, man, I just bought this piece from my girl at Creative Days, Damra with the camera, Creative Days.
Super dope.
Yeah, super fucking dope.
Somebody needs to get that tattoo or something, man. I don't know.
Man, I might get a tattoo. But check her out, Creative Days, on Facebook, Instagram, Etsy.
Definitely.
If you want a piece commission, like, please go check her out. Her shit's fire, bro. I'm always been a fan of octopus or octopi, whatever you want to call them. If there's more than one, it's octopi. But
some kind of terminology.
Either way, always been a fan because of the brain. Like, they're one of the smartest animals, man. And when I seen that, I was like, I gotta have it. But and this, like,
yeah,
I had to put this shit up because I was like, what should I put up tonight? And I've never put this up, but I was like, 2 mics don't make a right. So yeah, we in this bitch. You on Michael Road, and I might just go.
Yeah, just for real.
Wherever you want to go.
2 mics, but you know, all we need is 1 mic. Like
Nas said, all we need is 1 fucking mic.
For sure, man.
This my dog, Mike Rush.
Hey, man,
since the fucking,
I appreciate you letting me come on here, man. Shout out to my wife, Julie. Shout out to Foolish and all my people in the creek, man. I appreciate every one of y'all, man. I'm back. I've been back for 2 years now from Detroit, man. I'll be down here for like another 4. And man, holla at me, man. You know what I mean?
Yes, holla at your boy, man.
You know, we live in life now. We made it. We up.
That's what we doing, man.
So
that's all we can do is live life, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you coming on, man. Appreciate you giving me a piece of your time. I hope that y'all enjoyed this content. Like I always say, think harder, work smarter. If you want it to grow, just add water. Water Boy H, as I'm affectionately known by this man.
Rush.
Mike Rush. Big Russian building.
Hey.
It's the Water Pot. Peace.
What's up?